This creepy doctor will give your kids superpowers for a small price. There was a child psychiatrist who was famous for curing sick children. He was so famous that parents from all over the country would travel to his home in the mountains to be cured by him. But there was a twist. In order to cure their children, he needed them to bring him a vial of their blood. At first, this didn't make any sense to the desperate parents. Why would a doctor need their blood? But he promised them that it would be worth it because he would cure their children no matter what was wrong with them. Desperate times call for desperate measures. So the parents agreed, and they pricked their fingers and handed over the blood. The doctor then took the vial and placed it on a pedestal and started chanting in Latin. Then lightning struck the vial and it glowed red hot. The parents were scared, but the doctor calmed them down and told them that this was just the beginning. He then took the glowing vial and injected the child with some of the liquid. Almost immediately, the child's symptoms disappeared. They were cured. But not everyone was happy with the results. The parents were, of course, ecstatic that their children were cured, but they soon started to notice strange side effects. Their children were acting and looking different. Their eyes were glowing red, and they had super strength and speed. The parents were horrified. They didn't want their children to become superheroes. They just wanted them to be normal. As it turns out, the doctor wasn't just a psychiatrist. He was actually a geneticist who was trying to create the next generation of superheroes. He took the blood from the parents, not because he needed it, but because he wanted their DNA. He then used the blood to create a serum that would enhance the children's abilities. He injected the children with the serum, hoping to create the next generation of heroes. The doctor's plan was to use the children to get revenge on the government. He believed that the government was corrupt and that they were holding back humanity's progress. He wanted to create an army of superpowered children to take over the government and change it from the inside. The parents were horrified when they learned what the doctor had done. They wanted to take their children away from him, but it was too late. The doctor had already brainwashed them, and they were loyal to him. The parents were left with no choice but to flee. They had to protect their children from the doctor, but they didn't know where to go or how to do it. And that's when the government showed up. They had been tracking the doctor for months, and they finally had enough evidence to arrest him. The parents were grateful for the help, but they knew that they had to do everything they could to protect their children.